80%, 80% of people. What are the mistakes that 80% of people make in drawing? It's appropriate to say 80%. I think it's more like 90%. I don't know if it's 99.9%. The 80% tweet was personally numbing. That's right. We all make mistakes at some point. It depends on the definition of mistake, but it's the same. Everyone can't draw. There's a certain point at which you can't draw. Absolutely everyone can't draw. Number 1, can't see the whole picture. Number 2, can't draw the left and right sides of the face. Because you can't see the whole picture, the left and right sides of the face end up being unbalanced. Number 3, three-dimensional eyes. This is the same thing. In the end, it's all about this, the whole three-dimensional eyes. Number 4, the jaggedness of the hair, and so on. All the elements I mentioned in this tweet are actually the same. I can't see the whole. You have to draw all the lines as one line in the whole. This is what 80% of people can't do. 90%. 99% of all people can't. If you're not good at it, about 99% of people can't do it. Everyone can't draw all the lines as one part of the whole. The reason for this is, simply put, that they only look at the details. For example, let's say I draw a character here. I'm going to draw a character. At this point, it's a bit more. It's a digital tool. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, it might be hard to understand. At this point, my eyes are like this. Do you understand? When you draw eyes, it's difficult to draw both eyes. The eyes are zoomed in like this. Next, I'll try my best to draw them like this. I can't draw it right. This one's better. I'll draw from here. Sometimes it's easier to draw from here. When I'm drawing this eye. When I'm drawing this eye, what I'm thinking about is, at this time, I'm thinking about the position of this head, chin, and forehead. I'm thinking about the position of the eyes in relation to the contour of the head. Do you know where the middle of the contour of the head is? In short, if you have a slightly slanted face, the eyes here are the element that could be the next middle element. These eyes are contouring. In the middle, if it's a profile, this eye is like that. Of course, a little bit, there are also eyes like this. If the outline is as abstract as this, you can draw all kinds of faces. Interesting, isn't it? In short, it all depends on the eyes. Let's see how far you can draw. I think I can go as far as I want with this kind of outline. You can go as far as you want. To put it simply, how do I draw it? The whole. What I was saying earlier. Why can't everyone draw the whole? Next, I draw the middle part. In this case, eyes, middle, And then there's this hairline that's in the middle. And the ears. This one's eyes are actually in the middle here. When I cut it in half and took it off. This is the divided part. Whole, middle, 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 middle. The picture is always cut like this. You know what I mean? Cut the whole thing. If an eye comes somewhere in this cross, the other eye will probably be somewhere around here. Once you've decided on this one eye, it's obvious that the other eye will be here. Then the position of the ears will be decided, the direction of the face is decided. The hairline is decided. The position of the nose is decided, the position of the mouth is decided. By deciding on one eye, everything is stopped. That's what I'm trying to do. I know you're probably thinking, I'm used to drawing this to a certain extent, so I can't do anything weird like that. But it's also a way of looking at the whole picture. Most people say they can't see the whole picture. Why is that? Because when you're looking at one part, you're not looking at another part. Do you understand? Drawing eyes with digital tools. When you're drawing eyes, you're drawing too close. It starts like this. Choco choco choco. Like this. I can't draw well this way. When I'm drawing like this, I draw the ears and the complicated lines inside. I'd draw it like this, and then I'd draw the ears and the complicated lines inside like this. It would definitely be unbalanced. It's like the ears and face are out of balance. If you just look at the hair here, you should be able to draw a clean line. But when you look at it from a distance, you'll wonder what it's all about. My drawings are rougher than my students'. To be honest, I didn't spend as much time on it as some of the students because I had to correct a lot of things. But there is one line that dominates. Don't you think it's my drawing too? Please take a look at the results of my corrections. Past corrections, etc. The space that a single line would dominate. The dominance of a single line is very strong. I can't believe I'm saying this, but what is it? I think it's a little high. I drew the lines one by one while looking at the whole result of the correction. It's rough, but my drawings are rough. I'm drawing each line while looking at the balance of each line. That's why I don't do this kind of ear and this kind of eye. I don't want the eyes and ears to be out of balance. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about the three-dimensionality of the eyes? It's a good idea to make the eyes look 3D in the belt. Let's try a difficult angle. Belt. A belt like this. One of the eyes is a box. When this eye goes to the back, it wraps around like this. If you draw it like this at first, it will be easier, but this is a difficult point. The number of strokes for the eyes, I often say, the number of strokes, let's say there are 1 and 2. In that case, this mountain would be. In that case, this mountain would be around here, right? People tend to think about this mountain. I think it's going to be here, because this mountain is here. It's here in the hole. It's not supposed to come to this place. Then, in fact, your eyes become flat. This is not true. In fact, where this part of the mountain comes in. This part of the mountain. By turning around. It's coming this way, it goes further in. It's so crowded around here. Do you understand? Turn around. An object, for example. For example, let's divide this into 3 parts because it's wrapped around, a little bit like this. Let's say it's a little bit jammed as it gets further in. Let's say it's a little bit stuck. 1, 2, 3. If it goes around the same way in the back, it should get more and more jammed towards the back. That means it's right here. These things. Do you understand? That's why this first part has to come here. That's right. And then this happens. This first part is longer than I thought. This part comes to this side. This part has to go deeper than expected to create a 3-dimensional effect. This part is long. That's the key to making it look 3D. It's a little closer. It has to be. In other words, there's this eye. And a flat eye like this. Something on the same plane. In other words, it's not a flat object that's flipped left and right. If there's something like this, it's going to be like this in the back. This means that the shape of the triangle changes. The 3-dimensional change is caused by the wrapping. Did you see that? That's the 3D effect of the eyes. I'm talking about the 3-dimensionality of the eyes. Okay, that's enough. Let's talk about the face. I think I've explained quite a bit.